Hi, I'm Gretel Colleen and welcome to Big Brother. Well, during our weeknight shows, it's all about life on the inside, the ups, downs, loves and losses of our fabulous, occasionally frustrating, frisky new friends, the housemates. Tonight, we towel off, step outside the fishbowl and take a stroll around. Everybody's talking. It's time to hear what they're saying. Contestant fan clubs, their families and friends, the people on the street, the media, you. Backstabbing, predictions, gossip, grooming tips. When it comes to Big Brother, we can't keep our mouths shut. Also tonight, we look behind the scenes on the Big Brother production and you'll get the word from the shrinks. Our guest psychologist will give you some amazing insights into what's really going on. Plus, you'll see what happened in the house since last night and all the highlights of the first 13 days of life with Big Brother. Hard to believe we've shared so much so soon. And really, we've only just met.
I think Andy's going to win because she's the sexiest babe in the house.
Yes.
My favourite character is Gordon because I love his hairdo and I've been convincing Cameron to get a haircut just like him.
The one person I least like would be Andy. I think she's a bitch and they should get rid of her.
One contestant who has swept a nation off its feet is Blair. He's already got his own fan site at blaircentral.com. In fact, they're having a look-alike party at Melbourne's Crown Casino next Saturday. Let's face it, the kid is a spunk, and plenty of girls and guys are saying he could chip a ball into my bucket any day.
Blair. Definitely, he's gorgeous.
Yeah,
but I wish I was on there, I tell you. I'd be just, Blair, where's Blair? As soon as Blair goes for a shower, Jones would be in there. Yeah, I'm going for a shower now. Everything, his
really,
body,
yeah,
everything. He's just gorgeous. He's so innocent. He's just beautiful.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Gavin. I'm Blair's brother. We're in the studio at the moment recording a track for Blair and in support of him, I guess. And what he's doing on the show at the moment, which is some great work. We wanted to, as a band, the band Snub Rocket, write a song for him and see what we could do with it to help promote and support him.
Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm the president of Blair's fan club. I wanted to see more pictures of Blair and I looked around the web and couldn't find anything, so I decided to start my own.
I really understand gum trees.
So after the show's finished, go into www.blaircentral.com. The main focus here is Blair. He's gorgeous, we want to see more, and I've got more. When I saw Blair on Tuesday night and he started crying.
Happy birthday, honey, and hope that you're enjoying yourself.
That's why I want this website, so we can see the real Blair.
Take it away.
I always knew that he'd do well in something like this because of his personality and his appeal to guys and girls of all ages. The song that we're recording for Blair is called Hours and Days. And it's about effectively being stuck in a house. Funny about that, hey?
That song about Blair has got hit written all over it. Let me out. What about my song, Leave Him In, Leave Him In? And Mum, we know you love him, but right now you can take a number and join the queue. There's also a queue for the Queen of Pain, Andy. But is it to hate her or hug her? Many viewers have found her in-your-face attitude on everything from sex to, sex, a little too hot to handle. The House has had enough, nominating her for eviction tomorrow. But a rising tide of fans think she's too much fun to lose. The Save Andy campaign is swinging.
This is Triple M, Brisbane's best rock at work. It's Mitch in the morning, headlining the Save the Andy the Dominatrix campaign. We're less than 24 hours away from our first eviction, and the group has decided that one of these housemates will go. Is it Andy the Dominatrix, Sarah Marie the stripper manager, or Gordo, you know, the guy with the Spinifex hair? Personally, I like Gordo. He's a nice guy, but he doesn't have a whip. Let's face it, Andy has got to stay. She's going to keep it nice and steamy for the adults-only version shows, and I know you're a fan of Andy's too. Come on, support us. Let's get the other guys out and keep Randy Andy in.
You're a superstar.
Beat your horn, save Andy. Save Andy! Beat the horn, mate.
Who's the girl with the whips? I'm excited.
Everyone at work's talking about it, going, there's some chick with a whip in there, and I'm like, oh no.
Save Andy! Forever Andy!
I think Andy should be saved. Maybe she's more interesting than all the other people.
She's right there, right in your face and everything like that. So
you gotta have one dominant person in the whole thing, don't you?
Save Andy!
Andy? Oh, well, she should stay because she shows some tits.
I love Andy. Andy's beautiful. I think she should definitely be not voted off.
Her presence, I think, is very appropriate. And, you know, when people do this sort of thing, they push people out. It's not right. I don't think it's right.
Oh, it ruined the show. It really would. She's my favourite.
The Brazilian girl that's kind of a bikini, she's all right too, yeah.
I've heard a lot of criticism about Andy showing too much flesh. I just think that maybe she should teach some of her housemates how to samba. I mean, if you've got it, shake it.
Andy should be Prime Minister.
She's going to get thrown off the show. We want to save her. We want to save her. We've got to save Andy.
All right, we'll do that. Good on you.
Hi, I'm Fernando from Brisbane Strikers, and I'm Brazilian, and Andy is also Brazilian.
Save Andy the Randy Dominatrix campaign. Big Brother is on tonight. We want to see her stay. She's going to keep it steamy. She's going to keep it hot.
I'd like she stay more time in the house.
Overseas productions of Big Brother show that dominating personalities often get the boot early, but the show doesn't stop there as a result of it. Once a big character is evicted from the house, this leaves space for slow burners to catch on fire. In fact, there's an ancient Big Brother proverb: once the elephant leaves the garden, the roses can bloom. After the break, Andy's husband Damon mounts the defence of a dominatrix. Joining me now is a man who knows Andy better than any of us. It is her husband of 2 years, Damon. And joining Damon is the leader of the Save Andy campaign, Mitch Mitchell, who is from Triple M Brisbane. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, tell me, Mitch, did you start the Save Andy campaign?
Yes, one of the ringleaders. We saw the first episode. Everyone feels like they know Andy already, and we get cruel comments like she's a fascinatingly deep person, through to just the average docker who will throw in comments like she's got "Oh my Lord" orbs. So there's something there for everyone.
Oh my Lord orbs.
Yeah, it's the guys who are, you know, have a finesse with words.
And that would be a comment on her spirituality, would it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so this is the first night you've met Damon?
Yeah, this is very uncomfortable.
Why is it uncomfortable?
I was just wondering who I was going to be sitting next to, and there's been a lot of talk around the office and the calls we get on air about an open relationship, and a lot of people were saying, geez, Damon must be sitting back and feeling very, you know, nervous and being eaten up inside watching this exposed on TV in front of Australia.
And I think we might be completely wrong in that interpretation, aren't we?
Yeah, a lot of people have that sort of response, Greta, and I'm not exactly sure why it's not like that. I think it's just proud. I love who she is. I really love who she is so much. And Mitch, I don't know why it doesn't eat me up as much as most people think. I really don't know why.
Did you discuss how she would behave in the house?
No, not at all.
So you knew that Andy's intention was to have sex with people in the house?
Not an intention, Greta. In fact, quite the opposite. She said a number of times, especially when she saw the shortlist, she looked at the people and said, "Oh, no one really grabs me." And I honestly, I wouldn't. She hasn't yet. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't actually. But no, it's true. but no expectation. She certainly didn't go in there with an expectation for it. She doesn't work by expectations, Greta.
No, but she did put a certain degree of pressure on herself in saying, I would like to sleep with 5 people before the weekend in case I get kicked out. That sounds to me like an intention.
My darling Andy says a lot. She loves to say a lot. Doesn't mean it all happens.
Have you seen the footage of Andy and Gordon?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Good luck to her. It's... Whatever people might think about Gordon, Andy's got a total soft spot for tall men. She's got a soft spot for blondes. And I'm sort of going, uh-oh. Uh-oh, very tall, very blonde.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on you now because you know she's hailed you as one of the world's greatest lovers.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how good you are, but that's a fair degree of pressure.
Yeah, my first thought was, no one will talk to me now for months.
And what do you think it is about Andy that's put her up for nomination?
Well, I'll say honestly, it's just human nature. It's just so human. If you're in a group, especially when there's a pressure, like the pressure of the evictions, people single out those who stand out, the brightest. It's all through history. The brightest people are singled out. It is human nature. And in a way, if I may say, Greta, like, I see other contestants and they're playing a game. They are very aware of standing back and keeping reserved. And Andy's not like that. She's not a conniver. And in a way, she's done almost the worst thing she could do by getting in there and just being so upfront, presenting in some ways the most extreme sides of herself first up and like, hey, this is me. A group of 12 people in a small house. What happens in any group? You test the limits. Sooner or later, you're going to test the limits, and that's what's happened there. And he's like, how far can I push people? How radical can I say things? What extreme things can I say? And how are they going to respond?
So you watch and you think this is the Andy I know, or this is a version of the Andy I know?
A version of the Andy I know. She's got so many sides. I so much want her to stay longer because I'm totally in love with her. And I would love everyone else to see all the sides of her. Make the decision after 12 weeks.
And how will your life be should Andy be evicted? Will there be a hole in your life?
I want to see her stay. I think she's a catalyst, and where she is, there's action. And we're going to definitely see plenty of that if she's still in the house.
So how nervous are you both going to be on Sunday night?
I'll be very nervous. I'll be very nervous. Yeah.
How will you feel if she gets evicted?
I can't really guess ahead. I feel for her because she'll be disappointed. Just because I know she wanted to be in for the long run.
And how will you be on Sunday night?
I love to watch Bring It On. It's too fun.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Now, Damon, I know you love to watch Andy's antics, so let's get up to speed with the house events over the past 24 hours.
I'll tell you my dream.
Go tell us your dream.
Yesterday was a big day for Todd. It started out with a bad dream.
I was in prison.
This is your dream?
But I was the only inmate that was in prison that was on Big Brother.
That's yours.
So all the...
In prison, you're on Big Brother?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a freak.
And,
how come everyone's dreaming of... I'm dreaming of Big Brother. Everyone's
even
doing it.
You won yesterday.
Did you? My cell actually had communal beds with girls in it.
Girls in it as well? What?
And they let me out on day release.
They hadn't taken those paints away from us.
I know.
I want the paints back.
The mask task and a lazy end to the week gave Peter and Christina a chance to reflect on their work.
I have those little things to write. No, I can't.
Mine's 3.
Can't see yours.
Basic.
I like Andy's. That's cool. It's crazy, mate.
I did nothing. I just wrote my name.
The housemates think they've discovered a new form of air freshener.
Oh, it's going to be gross, isn't it? A match. We ran out of matches. You're a legend.
Is that the lucky last?
Oh, because I went in there yesterday.
Yeah.
And the toilet absolutely reeked. And I had to go in there.
Oh.
So I ran to the fire.
Yeah.
Blair ran to the fire, put an old match in there, passed me the old match, I ran into the toilet, and then used that.
I don't know if that works, does it? Because isn't it the sulphur that comes off the match?
I don't know, but the flame worked. I don't know if it is the sulphur that comes off the match, but the flame burns the sulphur in the air, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Why don't we just order some air freshener on the shopping list next week?
That could be an idea.
Gordon and Todd come up with the first Big Brother song.
Everywhere I look, there's a mirror. And there's some ugly looking back at me. And he's wearing my t-shirt. Never asked if he could wear
Another day, another drama, another ride on the inflatable dolphin. The story continues after the break.
If I was living in a house for 85 days, to get rid of the other contestants, I think the best plan of attack would be to eat them, basically. And it kills two birds with one stone, because basically, one by one, everyone's obviously going to get, well, not so much voted out of the house, but eaten out of the house. And secondly, it will mean having to save on any kind of reward challenge where food is obviously going to be the reward, because I'll be eating my own housemates, and just quietly I think I'll come out on top. Unless I make a mistake and eat myself, which will throw my whole plan into disarray.
Couches, lounges, sofas and settees. Millions of Australians have had to drag their furniture into the street and hose the gossip off. It's an obsession, a craving, an addiction. It's time for another hit.
If you leave here and you cut your hair after you leave, you'll ruin half your ride.
Yeah,
that's why I was thinking if I was going to do it, I'd have to do it while I was in here.
Yeah, so
people knew because then
the group decided to persuade Todd to have a haircut.
Would get used to knowing what I look like, so next time they saw me, they'd still be going, "There's that guy."
Hey, Todd. It's only 2 weeks between a good and a bad haircut, mate.
That's right.
You know, you'll feel so much lighter.
If I didn't get on the show, I was going to do it then.
Oh, well.
Let's consult your book. Let's get her book. Ask the question.
Get the book. Get the book. Get the book. It's just going to say yes. Awesome. And if the book's wrong, ignore the book.
The book lies. The book lies.
Burn the book.
Burn the book.
Burn the book.
Throw the dice man.
Rocks, paper. No, we've got a book. There we go. Ask the question.
Heads I win, tails we lose.
Have to think about a question and then open a page.
We need silence. Silence for everyone.
And you have to read it out aloud, right?
Okay. Hang on. Let's all close and focus on Todd and his question.
Okay. You got to choose which side of the page you want to.
I know where he says it. I'll tell you. Sorry. Hello, boys.
In the end, the decision was made by Lisa's fortune-telling book.
Be outrageous. People who achieve mastery have the ability to be outrageous.
Another little toe in there, I'm telling you.
That is funny. Come on, what's the decision?
Let's do it. How good a condition would my hair be even if I did comb them out?
Yeah, are we going to find like insects in there?
Go on,
Do
make
not!
the play.
It's like everyone's taking revenge or something.
Oh, that's a big fat
How much do you leave? Give us a look.
Come on.
On the inside.
I'm so happy.
Holy horrible haircuts. Put the dreads back on. All this and there's still 73 days to go. A week ago, the housemates made their first nominations for eviction. There were a couple of knife-shaped surprises protruding from people's backs afterwards, and a few guilty consciences. But that's easily fixed with a little hug.
The second person I'll nominate will be Andy.
I find her a little bit young, would be Sarah Marie.
Shana? It'd have to be Sarah Marie.
And I think Andy for one.
And one vote I'll give to probably Gordon as well.
1 point I'm going to give to Sarah Marie.
I actually love the fact that there's actually a really nice cross-section of people there that are really trying to get on at this stage. And what I'm going to like about it is when it all starts to fall apart.
They actually have a camera in the showers, do they? You're joking. That's worth watching then, isn't it?
I just think everybody wants to see how other people live. And
at the moment, you can already understand the characters you do and don't like, I guess.
Do you know, I love the show. I think it's fantastic. And at the moment, Blair is my favourite. I really want him to stay. He seems like a real sweetie.
I'd like to nominate myself for the show.
I like Shauna, the one who does the burp.
You can't even get a drink in this country without someone talking about Big Brother. The fascinating thing about this show is it turns us all into amateur psychologists. Human behaviour is on display in all its gloriously grubby reality. But how real is the show? Why do they do the things they do? What is Christina playing at? And when will we see the real Lisa? Our guest psychologist, Frances Allen, has some answers. Welcome, Frances.
Hi.
Now, Big Brother is a television show, a website and a theme park attraction, but you see it in a different form yet again.
Yes, that's right. I see it really as a very interesting social experiment being played out right in front of our eyes. We have an opportunity to watch people in a quite confined, artificial environment, but the emotions and the relationships are all very real for the people who are in the house.
Now, what do you think about the love triangle that seems to be developing between Peter, Christina and Blair? Although I must say it's almost a love square, isn't it? Because Lisa's emerging. But let's concentrate on Christina and Peter at the moment.
I think what's happening there is that Christina is a fairly insecure person. We've seen that fairly early on with the Anzac Day episode. There was a minute of silence and Christina was giggling and laughing, and she felt pretty uncomfortable about that.
They're all a really nice group of people, but sometimes they bring up opinions that are just so different from my own, and I'm still not strong enough or bold enough to say, no, I don't think so, or you know what I mean? I just want to be able to do that more. So that's something I'm going to work on.
So what do you think about that footage?
I think what's interesting about that is Christina starts to build up the alliance between Blair and Peter as a way of getting into the group, feeling more secure, attaching herself to some members of the group who she's comfortable with.
Although there is still the remaining feeling that she's not getting more comfortable, that the alliances she's forming are actually making her feel more insecure.
Yeah, there is that element to it as well, because she's sort of pushing herself, doing things that she's not quite comfortable with so that she can keep up with the group. I do have one concern about that she may end up getting hurt. If Blair or Peter decide to withdraw their attention, I think she'd be quite vulnerable and could be quite hurt by that.
Let's talk a minute about the masks that they made of themselves.
Yes, I think the one that really stood out was Christina's mask, where she actually has a question mark over her face, and I think that's really suggesting that she's not quite sure who she is within the group.
Do you think that there will be further friction between Christina and Lisa?
I think that's possible. I think one of the things about them is that they're quite similar. So in establishing their role within the group, there's a bit of competition because you want to sort of have your own role, your own identity, and when there's someone similar to you, then they're a threat to that.
Is this the same sort of situation you might find in the workplace, for example?
It is, absolutely. At work, at school, everyone struggles to find their place within the group because we all want to feel comfortable in the groups that we participate in life. So it's a struggle for everybody, and really we're just getting a chance to see that in live action.
When we return, we get on the other side of the two-way mirrors and join the rats in the wall for a sneaky peek behind the scenes of Big Brother.
I mean, my feelings for Pete is that I'm probably just sitting back and just waiting to see what will unfold, really, more than anything. But I'm excited for him. I mean, I think Christina's nice, and I think, you know, Pete's a great guy and got a good heart. So together, I think, you know, they've got a bit of a future if they can work through this love triangle thing. I mean, and it's confusing me. You know, 1 minute Pete's sitting with Christina and Blair's sitting with Christina, and now I think, you know, maybe it won't be long before Blair's sitting on Peter. I don't know.
All the guys in the group that Christina would have hooked up with, not too surprised. She likes the boys. She's been a bit lonely. And what else is she going to do in there, you know? There's no music, no telly, no nothing. She's got to entertain herself somehow.
Another piece of the Christina puzzle. Now, I'm in the camera run. This is an area that goes all the way around the house. It's like a house within a house. This is where the cameramen catch all of the activity inside the house. And joining me now is Len. Hi, Len. Now, what exactly is your job?
Well, my job's a very strange one. I have to stay in this darkened corridor, which is around the outside of the house proper, and try and make pictures as best I can through all the little mirrored areas that have been set up for us.
Now, being unscripted, how do you know where to go to follow the action?
We don't. It's just a matter of second-guessing where they've gone and trying to keep up. And that can be pretty frightening at times because we're running in the dark with heavy cameras and cables.
Have you been seen by any of the housemates?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
And what's their reaction?
Well, they seem to be keen on actually catching us and seeing us, but by the time they get there, all they see is the lens. It's very hard when you're looking almost directly into people's faces, and it's hard to believe that they can't actually see you, and it's a very hard thing to accept that.
Do you think you're suffering any side effects from this bizarre lifestyle you've got at the moment?
Yes. I think, one of the problems when I get home every night, I sort of do a few laps around the garden of the house, look through all the windows, and my wife doesn't quite understand that.
Hope you're getting paid well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Here we are in the control room. We've got 5 directors down there. We've got a producer here, and we've got associate producers. And here's Jazz. Jazz, you're an associate producer.
Hey, Gretel.
Hello. Now, can you quickly explain what your job is?
Sure. Basically, the associate producers and producers are in the control room 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, covering all the action. The APs, we log every single thing that happens in the house, conversation, innuendo, gratuitous breast shots, everything, we cover it. And from that, we're basically writing live scripts, and our producers compile the program from that.
And do you have any interaction at all with the people inside the house?
Yeah, quite often the contestants will chat to us, and often they'll apologise for belching, or they'll often kiss us goodnight.
Are you allowed to vote?
Unfortunately not.
If you could, who would you vote out?
Well, I'd have to vote Sarah Marie, because recently she mentioned everyone on night shift was a loser, so she's definitely out on me.
Thanks, Jess.
Okay, see ya.
Now, have you voted? Don't miss your chance to shape the future of the Big Brother house. To vote Sarah Marie out, phone 1902 555 010. If you want Gordon to go, call 1902 555 011. Or if you think Andy should be evicted, phone 1902 555 012. Well, we've had a stream of visitors here at the Dreamworld studios. In fact, some took a seat in the only copy of a very famous chair and gave us their nominations.
I think that Andy should be voted off because she's so full of herself, and if she was chocolate, she'd eat herself.
Now, I reckon Ben should be evicted because he's just not very attractive. And Sarah Marie,
Get rid of her. Funny thing in her face. And she's a whiner.
I reckon Todd should go because he's absolutely hopeless on his drum and he's a total dipstick as well.
And I think Andy should get voted out because she's far too fake.
I think Sarah Marie, because she's not a team player and also she just seems to have too much to say for herself.
I'll vote Andy out. Reason being, the more men in the production, the better.
I think Andy should come off because she's got a bit of an attitude. She likes to flaunt her body too much and she seems to come on to everybody.
Sarah Marie, I think, should go because she's a whiner. I mean, what is that thing on her face? Come on.
I say vote them all off. Give me the money. I deserve it. Check you later.
I nominate Todd.
I think he needs a shave. I don't like his hair. And also, he broke the axe.
Hi, I'm Simon from London. I think Gordon should go because he's got a stupid haircut.
I nominate Sarah Marie because she's just skanky and she's not my sort of person. And then I nominate Peter because he's been with 3 different girls in 2 weeks. I'm not impressed.
Well, get ready for the new crop of nominees due to sprout on Tuesday. Now, remember that crazy night when the gang first met? Well, that was just 13 days ago. And like sands through the hourglass, these were the days of their lives. The strong characters quickly stormed centre stage.
First in.
Andy dived into the double bed before you could say, oh, that wig's hurting me. Big Brother's first get-to-know-you game bonded our bunch very nicely.
She must have 3. 1. Oh, she's the one.
She's the one. Blair's favourite part is the gap in his teeth. Yay! One thing he'd say would be his golfing stick. You would rename yourself... Oh, yes. No, I call you Tiger. Okay.
Tentative hellos turned into a hugfest. Even the early fights were more sweet than sour.
Johnny's just disappeared. He's jumping in bed with Andy.
Oh, really?
But he's gay.
Yeah, Johnny's gay.
Yeah.
The first bed buddies were just good friends, the dynamic duo of Johnny and Andy.
Oops. Such rats in an experiment.
As the first week ended, so did inhibitions, and we soon heard the delicate pitter-patter of beating hearts.
We get stuck in it. Oh, there you go. Miss-hit, but...
Peter's favourite
They crossed the finish line in the get-to-know-you task with a minor stumble.
How hard was that last one? That first one?
Yeah, that was a toughie. How hard was it?
Big Brother, you have been successful in your first week's challenge.
Thoughts of the ever-present cameras and the millions of eyes behind them stressed Peter and Christina.
Oh, I see what you mean. Were you embarrassed that people laugh at you?
Yeah.
Think you're silly?
Maybe my parents are watching this.
And Lisa and Shana, for very different reasons.
No. I won't be surprised, though. I will not be at all surprised.
You're kidding?
No.
You're serious?
I'll be the first to go. I know.
Nah.
So you know last night we were talking, right? And we were talking about the TV show? Yeah. Is that why you're being nice?
No.
Because it freaked me out.
No.
I was...
Sorry, no, I didn't mean...
Off isn't the word I'd use, but...
No, not at all.
Week 2 was blown open by a double-barreled birthday bash.
Isn't it the best? Oh, we got cakes, we got everything. Guys, there's a little something else too. Yeah!
Go, Charlotte.
As the hangover lifted, house relations got trickier by the minute.
Chris and I are basically, she's a sister figure.
What?
She's a sister figure. That's all she is to me.
Body.
Huh? Sister figure, as in sister person. I will never, ever, ever think of her in any way but that.
We discovered Blair wasn't in competition with Pete for a glittering blonde prize, but Andy was well and truly locked onto target Gordon.
I'll do it for you if you want. Maybe when the sun's not as hot.
I reckon.
Nomination day wrenched the tension to breaking point. The diary room deliberations delivered all kinds of surprises.
Now we begin the nomination process. The first person to the diary room is Sarah Marie.
Sorry, I have to do this if anyone ever watches this. Shana?
He could be, I'm going to vote Gordon out because mainly he's going to be a threat to me.
The second person I'll nominate will be Andy. And the reason I'm nominating Andy is because I guess she's a little bit different from everybody else in the rest of the group.
2 for Christina. The 1 point would be for Lisa.
And then, like, push the limits a bit too soon.
Yeah.
The pressure is just going. I just get really, really sad. Like, if I leave, you know? Then I'm out there with my husband, whatever. But if he gets kicked out, I'm going to be here in the house without...
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm just going to feel like
I know, it's going to be awful.
That looks cool like that, actually. I'm not about to have anything with Johnny.
No.
I'm not about to have anything with Ben. It doesn't really turn me on.
Yeah.
I know Todd's going to be straight as. Maybe Pete, but he's kind of like... It doesn't really turn me on that much. It'd be more like a affectionate sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that'd be it. Who else? That's it.
Tempers flared when a sozzled Sarah Marie crossed the line and jeopardised 75% of the household budget.
Oh, get over it. You were rude to me before.
Guys, two people! Okay, you and I, baby.
For a change?
Yeah. I want to sleep like a baby. Well.
Housemates, this week's task is now officially over. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that you chose to bet 75% of next week's shopping budget on this task. Failure will result in the budget being reduced to $67.
Welcome to first rate.
Success will increase it to $458. On Tuesday night, it seemed that perhaps only one housemate was left at the fireside.
She copped some heat but dodged disgrace when Big Brother decided someone had built a faulty fire fence. A lucky escape.
Luckily, she stopped within 8 feet of the fire.
So I wasn't drunk after all.
As some housemates have observed, the fence had been incorrectly erected.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Oh, talk about tales of the unexpected. What will next week hold? One thing's for sure, it's going to be very different with one empty setting at the dinner table. Voting closes at 7:45 tomorrow night. To have your say, call the hotlines before they go nuclear. To evict Sarah Marie, the number is 1902 555 010. To evict Gordon, 1902 555 011. And to evict Andy, the number is 1902 555 012. Right, one more sleep till the moment of truth, the day of reckoning, the time when 12 become 11. Eviction, it gives me a little chill to think about it. Tomorrow, it is real. The pain is for real and the game is for real. Sunday night from 7 p.m, live at 7:30 from the Big Brother Amphitheatre. Lock the door, chain yourself to the couch, cancel your life. But don't take the phone off the hook. When the final judgment comes, it comes from you. See you tomorrow.
G'day, Betters here. Catch more news and gossip from the Big Brother house with regular updates on Triple M or read about it in the Sunday Herald Sun.
Dreamworld, the home of Big Brother.